The social structures that many in the privileged classes uphold are actually built on frail logic. A while ago, I saw a reel where the creator presented how patriarchy cannot survive without homophobia. It had a deep impact on me personally. I unfortunately forgot to save the video and haven't been able to find it ever since. If anyone knows the person I'm talking about, do tag them here. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that all these isms or forms of discrimination are actually interdependent on each other for their sheer existence. You break one and the others start cracking. I'll explain. Take homophobia. It's often treated as just about sexuality. At its core, homophobia assumes something very specific, that there is a right way to be a man and a right way to be a woman, that masculinity and femininity have rules, that breaking those rules deserves punishment. The moment you say that, something else sneaks in. Because now you're already projecting that specific genders are meant for specific things, they're not equal. Sexism. Sexism collapses if men and women aren't ranked, they are interchangeable in power and worth. Homophobia suddenly has nothing left to enforce. No hierarchy, certainly no violation. Now, sexism argues that one group is more rational, more capable, more suited to leadership. The other is closer to emotion, fragility, dependence, blah, 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 blah. This logic was reused to justify racial hierarchy during colonialism. Less rational, less worthy, needs guidance. Now, if racism is wrong, as in if entire groups of humans cannot be ranked by inherent worth, then sexism loses its intellectual crux. Same reasoning, same collapse. Now look at racism closely. It needs more than difference, control. It polices who belongs, who reproduces, who marries whom, whose bodies are acceptable. Historically, racism also layered its control over women's bodies, sexuality, family structures, which means racism cannot survive without patriarchy and sexual policing. Now pull one out, the others destabilize. This way, each ism is like a separate load-bearing wall holding up the same house. Remove the idea of hierarchy itself, whole structure falls. Maybe this is why people with one ism have others too. I saw this awesome Reddit comment that outlines a lot of the research on this. Now, what does all this mean? There could be a domino effect to leverage. I'm thinking of all of this like a house of cards. Base layer is stuck to the table, strip that off, and all of it comes tumbling down. The social structures that many in the privileged classes uphold are actually built on frail logic, or even lack thereof, that just sustain due to fear and force. This foundational base that's being argued for, it's basically smoke and mirrors to hide the constructed privilege that doesn't have a leg to stand on. Now, even scientific research has known these truths for like a century or so, not in any fantasy land thinking any of this will be solved tomorrow. But information is awareness. The more of us think of the hidden intricacies in hierarchies, the faster that day may come. Be gentle with yourself.